Got a whiskey.
Welcome, Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
Rex.
Wait, did we Magnificent? Yeah, we did Sean C. Houston. Okay.
Yes.
So this is a gift from Magnificent Bastard Steve Anderson.
Steve Anderson, you magnificent bastard.
Now, we're friends with the guy who's responsible for this whiskey, Gene Nassif.
Okay.
We bought barrels from him.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
He's found barrels for us.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah. This
I see light whiskey.
is the same light whiskey we bought,
I was about to say.
right?
So ours was-
We've never reviewed it because we haven't even released
Ours
it
was
yet.
15 years old?
Yeah, his was 14. He got the same barrels we did. He just released it sooner.
Okay. And did he do
Maybe
any-
even the same batch.
Any proofing or anything? What do we got?
No. Look at the proof on the alcohol volume.
Oh my god. Wow.
This is hazmat shit.
73.5.
73.5% alcohol. So this is Cat's Eye Distillery.
Yeah.
Gene Nassif does a lot of the works, like finding things for them to release like this,
Yeah.
that they then bottle. This had only 160 bottles,
Okay.
one barrel, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Um,
This is 108.
Bottle 108.
So it's at this moment that I'm glad I made a decision prior to shooting this batch of videos. Very empty stomach. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know what? I usually can get through a shoot and it's fine, but maybe there's something in there that's throwing elbows, and I don't want to be on my heels.
you ate some breakfast?
On an empty stomach. I ran down to the gas station, got some tacos.
Okay,
So
you're glad.
yes,
I also-
now I'm very glad. I thought maybe it's unnecessary, but at this moment,
I also have water.
okay. 7. Good Lord. I don't
So-
remember the last time I had a whiskey into the 70s.
This is MGP light whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? Look, right there. Distilled in Indiana.
Hey, look at that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind people
And look at the top.
Yes.
Distilled on this date by Lawrenceburg Distillers, Indiana.
That's a
This is
That's
on the edge of independent bottling right here. This is independent bottling, I think.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
And
Fucking A.
yeah.
And by the way, I put them on the, I think I put them on our website that I built, AmericanIndie.com, as an independent bottler. So,
The light whiskey scene, there's like very few options. There's not a lot of people doing light whiskey. So I don't have a lot to compare it to. I was about to say our own, but it's like
it's
one
literally
year
the same.
difference. It's
Yeah.
1 year difference.
and it's the same distilled on
Yeah.
years. Like,
Now, did we keep some of this to release as is, and then some of it to release redistilled?
we already
have
released
we,
one.
Have we mentioned that we're redistilling? Is that?
No.
Oh,
We already released one as an Alliance release.
okay. Yeah.
We have a dump of 6 barrels we're sitting on for this malt blend.
Yeah.
And then we did something interesting with the remaining.
Yeah.
We did 3 things with our 20 barrels.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Okay, there it is. Wow. Okay. At this proof, first of all, light whiskey, you're gonna get a vanilla. At least in the limited light whiskey experience that I've had.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a vanilla. And it's often going to be almost like a Canadian vanilla. But at this age, you can tell there's some saturation. You can also tell, my God, the ethanol layer that is so intense and strong.
yeah, 99% corn. If they use the traditional MGP light whiskey mash bill, it's 99% corn, 1% barley.
That is, there's a little bit of like a really sweet caramel mixed in with that.
And I'm still
Creamy
getting that
Canadian vanilla.
plasticky toy
Yeah,
note.
and I say Canadian vanilla. It's not Canadian, but it's the kind of vanilla you often find in Canadian.
I'm surprised this isn't smelling hotter than it is. It is hot, but it's not smelling 140 something proof hot.
Well, more so than most other whiskeys, there is going to be a little bit of the alcohol becomes so intense it almost becomes a little bit of like a nail polish.
yeah, and that's there,
Yeah.
but it's not dominating. I can actually get other
No,
things.
like the flavors are keeping up.
Can you imagine this being the first thing you ever tried?
Well, I'm saying, can you imagine this being, even 1 year old, right? I mean, this is very,
pure.
very aged
Yeah.
for an American
And look at the
whiskey.
color.
Yeah.
14 years. Used oak, by the way. That's how
Yeah.
you do that. All right, you ready?
And it's not barrel forward and tanniny and woody. I'm not getting any of that.
Woo!
Oh, dude,
Dog!
that vanilla just.
Buttered popcorn.
I was about to say buttercream icing. Mm-hmm. Just
Oh, yeah.
melting. Just
Absolutely.
spreading out everywhere.
Cupcake icing.
Yeah, and then the heat. Oh. My gosh.
Oh, it's still going. Is it still going?
My tongue feels like it's buzzy. It's like springy and lively.
Sparkly.
Like the feeling of bubbles on your tongue after you take a sip of carbonated
I
drink.
haven't eaten anything today.
You should have, man.
And I'm going to a car appointment after this.
If you can make it.
Yeah. All right, I added water.
Oh, to mine. Okay. I think that woke up the alcohol a bit.
It did.
Yeah, it woke up the
The
alcohol.
fumes just jumped up my nose. Okay.
But you can still find the vanilla. I don't think you change the character of the vanilla that much.
The nose is almost identical. It's just a little more vibrant.
So I'm going to take another sip in just a second. Most whiskeys, I'm right up in there, right? With the nose.
Oh, God.
Like I'm planted in physically. This one, I got to be backed off about an inch to really get it.
The taste turned into cotton candy. No joke. Full-on cotton candy. Just dissolved sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I
Very
mean?
sugary. It's better without the water.
Yeah.
Maybe after it settles.
Yeah.
But I think it agitated it. It woke up the alcohol.
I'm
It
gonna
made the vanilla sweetness a little bit more simple.
Yeah, it simplified it into pure sugar.
Man, that flavor of vanilla though.
Yeah.
One of the most popular presentations of vanilla. By
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
I would say it's
Absolutely.
relatively simple, but if you like that angle of
Oh,
vanilla,
you're going to love it.
it's beautiful.
If you ever wondered what some of the other, like, TX blended or these big vanilla bombs would taste like if they were higher proof and punchy,
Yeah.
it's this direction.
One of these days, I want us to make a vanilla bomb. Like everything from the mash bill to the char levels in the barrel to
corn whiskey.
all that stuff. Let's just go for vanilla flavors in every stack choice to make that as vanilla as possible.
We can do that.
Just to see how close we can get to. Dang, that's a punch in the mouth with vanilla.
We just make a light whiskey. That's it. And used oak.
Okay. What would it have been originally? Like just a
Well, we
bourbon?
could do a corn whiskey used oak, or we could do a light whiskey used oak.
Yeah.
I think light whiskey used oak for our climate
Yeah.
will give us a little more time to age.
You think just like yellow dent? Just a
Yeah,
standard
just
corn?
Super standard. No variants. Yeah.
It'll take a minute to age. Where were they? This okay, never mind. Did they age this in Indiana?
Yeah.
And he just okay, got it.
Yeah. So yesterday I tried a couple of barrels of 15-year-old single malt that we made.
Hold
and
on. 15-year-old.
What?
15-year-old single malt that we
No,
made?
1 year old. 1 year old,
Oh.
15-gallon barrels.
Okay, 15-gallon barrels. All right.
Did I say 15 year?
I thought you did.
I might have.
I may have misheard.
So two 15-gallon barrels of single malt
Yeah.
that we made.
Yeah.
That was Baird's malt. Mm-hmm. And as usual, the Baird's just
over.
dominated everything.
Yeah.
But they weren't bad.
We've done two different variations. There's the Baird's malt to get that peatiness. We've also done our own Irish peat.
Way more subtle.
Andalusia peats it for us, but we have our own peat shed now.
Now,
we
we-
have yet to use.
Right.
We got to do that.
But John and I were trying it,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "What if we?" Because we're trying to decide whether to release it or not, but it's just so Bairdsy. I said, "What if we went over to the tank of the light whiskey that we're holding for our big blend, and we used just enough of it,
Do you want an accent?
like 1 gallon, to blend in with our single mom for a blended Scotch style approach?"
Scotch style, yeah.
So I blended it. Great.
Okay, how
So,
much like is an
Not-
accent?
I took a glass about as full as 2 of these, and I added about,
Because the smokiness doesn't take much.
I added about that much light whiskey,
Yeah.
and it added the mid palate,
Nice.
and it's smoky with the mid palate, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually a really nice smoky blend.
Oh.
So I think we're gonna release a blended whiskey.
You just added more water. What happened to it?
I added a lot more water. This is probably
Yeah.
40 or lower.
And it hasn't had time to settle. Do you think it's lower than
Still
40 now?
smells exactly the fucking same.
Yeah.
Now it tastes slightly tannic. But
Okay.
the sweetness is buried.
Because that was surprising. It's
metallic.
That age, and I'm not finding any barrel, but you're saying the barrel notes are living in a lower proof?
yeah, but maybe tannic is the wrong word. Metallic.
Okay. Yeah,
It tastes
that's
metallic.
That's different for sure.
Like aluminum can.
Yeah, that would be the kind of the metallic vanilla that you often find in the Canadian.
Yeah,
like
the
more
budget
Canadians,
Canadians,
but
yeah.
at the higher proof, the metallic note's not there. But again, it may change if it settles with water. We'll see. Derek Hall, water bottle. Daniel,
Oh yeah.
you have a Rogue Nestle water bottle behind your head. It's been there for a while.
So it's gone now
I know.
because somebody cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to know a little secret? This water bottle's probably 3 to a month old.
Yeah.
It lives right here.
Uh-huh.
And I've had to tell the staff, like, guys, don't clean this. Because that's there for any moment I reach over. There's a water bottle hidden behind the whiskey over here. So I don't have to keep wasting plastic.
I'm going to start hiding things. Where should I hide things? Where you can't reach. That's easy. Uncle Mikey's.
So, right here.
What is it in the whiskey process that causes it to have, oh my God,
Yeah, this is why I
a
wanted that comment.
metallic sweetness?
Yes.
And how can it be avoided?
Okay, so honestly,
That's timely.
higher level distillations. What it does is
Because
that.
again, explain the light whiskey.
Yeah. Okay,
That's part of the light whiskey process.
So when you make light whiskey in America, it's what the rest of the world refers to as grain whiskey, or the rest of the big whiskey regions. It's distilled between 160 and 190 proof off the still. Legally, it's no longer bourbon, it's no longer rye or malt or wheat. It's light whiskey. It's not high enough to be vodka, but too high to be whiskey, are the classic categories. So when you do that, it's almost always a column still in order to get that high. And when you do that, you strip out all of the other things that are normally around those notes, and you leave behind all of the dominated high ethanol notes, and it tends to result in this metallic vanilla sugar. And so you avoid that with pot still and lower distillation proofs.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally it.
It's it's interesting because I keep going back to it, but I usually don't want to keep going back to stuff that is relatively simple.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah, but I think because it's maybe perhaps the challenge of the heat and the proof,
Yeah.
and the flavors are right up there with it, it's like it makes it interesting enough to keep wanting to go back.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Okay, that's the thing that we did and drank.
That's it.
And now we have to do work.
Yeah.
Morning whiskey.
Normally it's not a problem because we're only shooting 4 these days, but today,
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
if you fight me, fight for a friend.
Steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May
now
you
you drink with us.